Welcome back to your daily dose of Dark Souls. I am Dr. Mark. Yeah, we were talking about military stuff last time. Confederacy, Union, all the good stuff, right? Really controversial military stuff. It's fun times. Oh, no. Why does that should just talk. I don't know why. It should. Let's just heal. I think honestly that's the more worthwhile of us just getting to it. Dash, hit, dodge. Oh, that was really lucky. Hit, dodge. Walk around a little bit. Do a good slam. Hit a dodge. I don't understand what the physics of these weapons. I mean, that would be so impossibly difficult to program. Oh my god, that would be crazy if in every frame of like a weapon strike, it did a different amount of damage. Because look at this. So in the top bit, at the very end, right where it is cutting, that point is where it comes to a complete stop, which means it should do basically no damage. Whereas at full swing, it will be doing the most damage. Now that's interesting. Because I don't know, just every single strike, no matter where you hit them, will do exactly the same amount of damage, just because that's easy to program. You can't imagine programming every single frame of this to a different damage output. That would be absolutely absurd, but would be such an achievement. It would be super cool. And they already do. It would be easy to do something like. I mean, in video games, in shooters and stuff, you get shot in the arm, you take less damage, and if you get shot in the torso, and if you get shot in the head, you just kill, things like that are easy to do. But that's not where the it's I can't imagine if a bullet if they just do the angle of the bullet. Are you kidding me? See, that's one of those situations where me rolling into that would actually do very little damage because the sword is just at a standstill. It's not doing anything. Maybe those are the angels. Those are probably actually the angels. That would make a lot of sense. Yeah, but it would be really neat to see a game like that. Such a perfectly fine-tuned level of kind of damage variance based on how fast the sword is swinging at that particular moment of its arc. I wonder how we could really program sort of a momentum. But I don't know how we would control that. I guess you would assign a value to maybe not every moment, every instance of the sword existing, but you could assign a value to a momentum sort of a physics curve, a momentum curve where you just assign the damage output to every individual speed, and then you just chart this frame equals this speed, this frame equals this speed, this frame equals this speed. That might be a way to do it, but I don't know. That's a way above. That's above anything that I can imagine. 2 hits, dodge, hit, dodge, hit. Okay. That's also a thing. You're doing the most damage at the very tip of the sword, because that is the part of the sword that is moving it the fastest. The hilt of the sword is moving very, very slow in comparison to the tip of the sword, because I don't know how to describe this. Imagine it's not moving nearly as far, I guess. Like, you stick your arm out right now. Stick your arm straight out. And then move it to the right. Move it all the way to the right. Now you think, tip of my fingers. Tip of my fingers go, it's probably about 3 feet, depending on how tall you are. It's probably like a 3-4 foot movement. And think of your elbow. That's going in maybe 1 foot. Your shoulder is going like a couple of inches. That's really kind of what's happening in the sword. Where the hilt is not really moving fast at all because it is just so close to you. And especially in this kind of form of combat, or this boss, where their hand is like kind of weird. Like, are you? Oh, okay. Where are you? Oh my god, this is horrible. Oh my gosh, there we go. Yeah, and since he's like kind of like really low to the ground, his kind of whole center of his whole like center of mass is like off. So like that would also be another additional kind of bad thing to do. Kind of at every individual point on the sword would have a different damage. Every individual point at every individual time frame. So not only would you need a different damage output for every frame of an animation, you would also need a different damage output for every pixel on the sword for every frame. So imagine the sword is I don't know how many pixels do you think that is. Let's give it a good 100. That's 100 pixels. Say it's 100 pixels. One, I guess actually I don't know if I think this is running at 60 frames per second. Say one slap. One slap is that's probably okay. Boom. Probably half a second animation. 60 times 100 divided by 2. So that's like 3,000 individual numbers that would be calculated in every single swing. That would be so difficult, and that's assuming a perfect 100 pixel kind of amount on that sword. I don't know if that's true at all. And then it would be so much more difficult for like halberds. Oh my gosh, yeah, you get like really long weapons. It would be easy for daggers. Pretty easy for daggers, but you have. Well, I mean, yeah, that wouldn't actually matter. You would also like you would be swinging so much faster, so you wouldn't have to do nearly as many calculations. But like something like a whole like say like 400 pixels to kind of cover a. That's right. Yep. 400 pictures to cover an entire halberd, and also each of those swings takes a really long time. So 400 times 60. It's not good. It's not happening. Oh, my girlfriend is not here. That makes me happy. She won't be back for another 2 hours though. It's unfortunate. Or hour. Yeah, hour and a half. But I think it's about time for me to take a break. Well, I'm going to finish this episode and call it for today. And maybe I'll get another episode in tomorrow night, just so I have a couple on backup. This should be good enough for me to hit Sunday. But I'm tired. I'm very, very tired. I'm so tired. I don't care about you, dude. Leave me alone. Why are you here? What am I doing? This is the oh geez, okay. I'm so sorry. Let us go. Come on. Okay, that's great. Oh no.
Marks our grave, but you may rest here too, if you like.
That's some tasteless water. I haven't done well. I actually did in Dark Souls 1. I had the whole Havel set. That's something honestly, I probably, well, I'll get to it in Dark Souls 1. I probably won't be able to get to it in Dark Souls 3, because you can find it in every game. Which I think is neat. I think it's pretty cool that, like, they should totally do something like, have, because a lot of the references in like Dark Souls 2 and 3 is back to Dark Souls 1. I mean, like, the Big Hat scrolls from Big Hat Logan, who's in Dark Souls 1, they should do references that are, like, I feel like they do, in, like, some of the tools tips in Dark Souls 1, I feel like they do make references to things that do appear in future games. I'm not positive about that. That would be pretty sweet, though. I don't think... I mean, I feel like they make reference to, like, the Great Swamp, like the Pyromancy Swamp, which I think you go to in the Prepare to Die edition. Yeah.
Marks are brave, but you may rest here too.
Oh my gosh. I'm dying. Yeah. I think that would be pretty sweet. If it was like, oh, what the heck is what's a good weapon? This is Kaitha's chime. I do not believe Kaitha is, well, You see, this is an ancient symbol of the Great Swamp. And that's something that, like, you go to, I think you go to, in the Dark Souls 1 DLC. What the heck? Like, why is there no, like, I guess, like, chronologically, Dark Souls 1 doesn't take place first, but, like, you would kind of expect something like, I don't know, like, maybe in the game, like if they didn't tell you about the Great Swamp, and then eventually you get to go to the Great Swamp in the second game, that would be sweet. But alas, games don't work like that, I guess. They do not. Oh my gosh, my throat is killing me. I'm just tired from talking. Oh man. Okay, we're good. A couple slaps here. Oh no! Ha ha ha! 2 slaps. One slap, die.
Marks are brave, but you may rest here too.
Oh, good night. Last attempt of the night. Last attempt of the night. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. 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 Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, like, maybe there is kind of this idea that, like, Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3. Well, Dark Souls 3 pretty clearly takes place in some of the same areas as Dark Souls 1 does. Dark Souls 2, on the other hand, is not an explicit statement. However, it is heavily implied through, like, talking to people that it's like, oh, this place has been the seat of power in many generations, but every couple of centuries the universe, like, cycles and the flame dies out and everything has to restart. And, like, it's heavily implied that it's the same place that it's just been built on top of, and, like, there are a lot of things, like, because you find things like chimes and stuff, and, like, the big scroll, the big hat scroll, like all those things, like golden scroll, like the scrolls and, like, all the weapons are similar, and, like, pyromancy, like the way the fire hand works is the same. It's like it's clearly the same universe. And of course they make reference to the fact that I'm done. They make reference to the fact that there's roles that existed in different people. people. They call it different things, and sometimes they even say like, "Oh, way back in the day, they used to use different things." Oh, that's actually something that's kind of fun. Because in Dark Souls 2, let's get off. Dark Souls 2, they actually use chimes, or in Dark Souls 1, they use the talismans. So it's kind of nice that they bring both of those into the fray. I like that. I like that kind of consistency of like, oh, this is like a weird, wacky time. Just gonna get myself in the front gate and then turn off this godforsaken game. I am exhausted. No. Yay. Alright, well, this is the story ending at this point. I will see you all at a later time.